and there did your jazz begin?
Well, I would say when I was 9, I started taking guitar lessons from an Armenian jazz guitarist in my home state of New Jersey. I learned a lot about jazz and standards very early on. Really, it wasn't my first love. My first love was all the popular music of the day, you know, like a lot of instrumental pop music, and also then when the Beatles came and then the Rolling Stones. So all of the pop music was in the early 60s was really breaking all the barriers and it was trend setting. And I think it was the biggest music revolution was in the 60s. You know, so the combination of my teaching, what I learned rather from my teacher, and also the inspiration of the music that I loved, you know, formed in my development, I would say.
Please tell the audience what kind of jazz do you perform?
Well, the kind of music that I'm known for is what back in the 70s was called jazz rock fusion. So it was combining for the first time jazz with rock and classical elements. Especially on my own albums, the heavy influence of Latin music was part of you know, world music and Latin music, and even some Middle Eastern influences have entered into the music. So it's lesser a jazz rock and more of a contemporary instrumental. That's what I would say, blending all of those elements.
Jazz musician.
Yeah.
in the world, like John McLaughlin,
Yeah.
Lane White, like Aziza Mustafazadeh, Leonid Agutin, maybe. Which star would you like to work with?
Well, I like to play. I liked all of them. I liked when I played with Chick Corea. I mean, that was really my start in the business because Chick Corea had a group that was my favorite group.
Return to Forever.
Return to Forever. I became a member of my favorite group, and so that was when I was 19. I was very fortunate, and then some few years later, I invited Paco de Lucia, the world's greatest flamenco player, to play on one of my records. And then a couple of years after that, we got John McLaughlin to form a trio, and those were two of the most famous, I would say, and important ensembles. Return to Forever and the guitar trio. And then since then, I've made maybe 30 of my own records. So I've been busy.
What was the hardest part on your road to success?
It's like there is a God, right? And he gives you the ball, and you try not to drop it. So I wanted to really not lose the momentum, because it was, from the beginning, it was like a lot of expectation, and I can either drop the ball and lose momentum, or I can continue and grow. And then I learned that I had the other ability, besides playing and trying to get better and better at playing, which was really what you do on stage. But also I've developed and evolved as a composer. Mm-hmm. And that's really the thing that I think is the most important part of it, because not every player is also a composer. I put more emphasis as time went on the composition. And that's what you heard a lot of tonight. You heard a lot of composition. In between you have improvisation. But it's not like a typical jazz show would be maybe 80% improvisation and 20% written. This is more like the other way around.
How many guitars you own, and which is your favorite?
I think the one that Peo played, I let him play my favorite guitar tonight, acoustic, nylon, made in Madrid. And I also have a 1959 Les Paul electric guitar. So sometimes I do electric, a little bit less than before, but those are two of my favorite. And I have, I don't know, I really don't know how many I have, but I don't purposely collect them. I just acquire them, over time. And maybe there's about, 40, 50, I'm not sure.
Cool. Is this your first visit to Uzbekistan?
No, it's my first
It's
to Uzbekistan.
What are your impressions?
I could tell you about, my impression is really good because I didn't know very much. And in fact, most Americans, they don't know anything about Uzbekistan, you know. They just don't even know where it is. I knew because I know a lot about geography, but I didn't know about the country, you know, and I was really delighted. I really have a first impression that was so good, as well as the people and the audience and everything. But it was a lot different than what I thought, you know, in a very good, positive way. Very happy that we came.
Which international jazz festival do you recommend to visit?
Well, I mean, the Montreux Jazz Festival in Switzerland on the Lake Geneva is super famous. I've played that many times. North Sea Jazz Festival. Those are big name festivals. There's others. There used to be a Nice Jazz Festival in France, south of France. I liked a lot. Those are a few.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Hope to come back.